Hello kitties, welcome back to our today's Selga class. Be all are safe in home. Be ready with your notebook, workbook, student reader, pencil, eraser, etc. If you are ready, let's start our today's class. Yes, in our last class, we saw the revision of writing and speaking expression in all the units in part 2, 5, 6, 7, 9, 8. Right? Yes, today we are going to revise the grammar part from this unit in part 2 book. Are you ready? Yes. Let us move on to our today's class. The grammar part in unit 5. In this part we are going to see read and learn about quantity words from SR2. Practice how to use the quantity words with different nouns. And then next read and learn about pronouns from SR12. Practice how to use pronouns in a sentence. We are going to revise about the quantity words and also pronouns. Yes, let's start to revise the quantity words. Just turn SR2 in unit 5. 3, 2, 1, 0. Have you all opened your SR2 and the page number 7 in unit 5? Yes, get ready with your SR2 ma. Let us see the quantity words. Quantity words. Quantity words means these words will tell us about the how much or how many. Yes, how much எவ்வளவு இருக்கு, how many எத்தனை இருக்கு. ஏதாவது இப்போ கவுண்ட் பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னா yes, this quantity words will help us to tell us about how much or how many. Repeat again. Quantity words tell us how much or how many of something is there. Look at the first. Much, little, some. Yes, used with which type of nouns? This quantity words like much, little, some we can use for the uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns means things we cannot count. Things we cannot count. நம்மனால என்ன முடியாம இருக்கதெல்லாம் uncountable nouns. We could not count that nouns. Means uncountable nouns. This word much, little, some. These are used for this type of noun, uncountable nouns. For this uncountable nouns, we can use the quantity words like much, little, some. Look at the examples. There is little milk left in the jug. Can we count the milk? No. Yes, so that we can use the word little. There is little milk. கொஞ்சமா இருக்கு milk. அப்படி தானே சொல்லுவோம். Yes. 2 இருக்கு 3 இருக்கு அப்படின்னா சொல்லுவோம். No. Little. We use the word little to uncountable nouns milk. Right? Next. How much jam have you put? எவ்வளவு ஜாம் நீ போட்ட? How much? Please give me some water. எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் தண்ணி கொடு. Some water. Little, much, some. These 3 words are used for the uncountable nouns. Next word, look at the next one. Few, many, some. These 3 words, repeat again. Few, many, some. These 3 quantity words are used for this countable nouns. Countable nouns means things we can count. There are a few books on the table. Maybe 2 books, 3 books means we can count the book, right? 1, 2, 3 books. So that we can use the word few. There are few books. Next, how many pens do you need? உனக்கு எத்தனை பென் வேணும்? We can answer like this: I need 1 pen, I need 2 pen, I need 3 pen, like this. So we can count that pen. So that use this many. How many pens do you need? I have some notes. என்கிட்ட some notes இருக்கு. போதுமான அளவுக்கு notes இருக்கு. I have some notes. I have 8 notes. I have 9 notes. Like this we can count the note. So that we use this word few, many, some for the countable nouns. Much, little, some for uncountable nouns. Few, many and some for countable nouns. Okay children. Next I want all of you to open SR 12 and the page number 17 in unit 5. I give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. Now we are going to revise pronouns. Pronoun. A pronoun is written in place of noun. Yes. When we going to write any paragraph means we use the noun again and again. Instead of that noun we can use this pronoun in a paragraph. Look at the first word. I. I is used instead of me. This is me. I am a boy. He, she, it, you, we, they. He is for, this is noun. When it is a boy means we use he. He likes to play. First sentence, this is me. And we use this pronoun I. I am a boy. Second, he. This is noun. He likes to play. He. This is Nina. She likes to dance. This is the Taj Mahal. It. For the non-living things and also animals, we use the pronoun it. It is beautiful. You are my best friend. You. We. These are my friends. We are a team. நாங்க எல்லாரும். We are a team. They. அவர்கள். This is Ria and Pia. They are my friends. They. அவர்கள். I, he, she, it, you, we, they. Okay children, you guys just go through these pronouns and also quantity words again in SR5. You just practice these two in worksheet activities. You just go through the workbooks and also do the exercise given for this grammar part in workbook. Let us see the next unit. I just want all of you to open SR22 and the page number 51 in unit 6. I give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. In this unit we are going to read and learn about prepositions from SR2. Practice how to use different preposition words in sentences. Read and learn about connectors from SR14. Practice how to use connectors in different sentences. We are going to revise prepositions and also connectors in this unit 7. Just want to open SR2 in unit 7. Sorry ma, SR2 in unit 6. I give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. Look at this. Have you all ready with your SR2 on the page number 31? Yes, prepositions. Prepositions are short words that connect different parts of a sentence. When we want to connect the different parts of a sentence, we use this word prepositions. They tell us the relationship between people, places and things. This preposition will tell us about the relationship between people, places, and also things. We just use these preposition words to connect the different parts of a sentence. This will tell us about the relationship between people, places, and things. Look at the next. What are the words? On. On is a preposition word. On. Used to show day or time. This word on is used to show about the day, which day, on, or date. Used to show position of a person or object. It will also show about the position. எங்கே இருக்காங்க அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்டோ இல்லை பர்சனோ எங்கே இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறதுக்கும் we can use this on. I will meet you on Sunday. Sunday is a day, right? So that for this day, how to we can show this day with the preposition word on. I will meet you on Sunday. Ravi was sitting on the sofa. Ravi எங்கே இருக்கான்? சோஃபா மேலே உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருக்கான். So sitting on the sofa. Position of this noun. Position of the person. This word on will shows this position of the Ravi. Yes, Ravi was sitting on the sofa. Next word in shows part of the day, time. On shows about the day or date. In shows about the day, time. I drink milk in the morning. This will shows the particular time. That means in the morning. எப்போ வேணாலும் குடிக்கலாம்னு சொல்ல, மார்னிங்கில் குடிக்கிறான், நான் மார்னிங்கில் மில்க் குடிப்பேன். ஸோ we use this in. Shows when someone or something is already inside. ஏதாவது ஒன்றுக்குள்ளே இருக்காங்க. The cat is in the box. பாக்ஸுக்குள்ளே இருக்கு. The cat is in the box. Look at the next word, into. Used when someone or something is changing location. ஒரு லொக்கேஷன்லேருந்து இன்னொரு லொக்கேஷனுக்கு சேஞ்ச் ஆகும்போது யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடியது தான் into. Sunita is entering into the room. ஒரு பொசிஷன்லேருந்து இன்னொரு பொசிஷனுக்கு மாறும்போது யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய வேர்டு தான் into. Entering into the room. ஒரு ரூமுக்குள்ளே போகிறா, வெளியிலேருந்து ரூமுக்குள்ளே போகிறா. ஸோ into. Near, பக்கத்தில். Shows position or location of an object with reference to some other thing or place. வேறு ஏதாவது ஒரு திங்ஸோடு வந்து அதை வந்து ரிலேட் பண்ணி அது எங்கே இருக்குது, இப்போ பக்கத்துலையே இருக்குது அப்படின்னா நியர்னு சொல்லுவோம். மை ஹவுஸ் இஸ் நியர் த ஸ்டேஷன். ஸ்டேஷனுக்கு பக்கத்தில் இருக்குது. மை ஹவுஸ் இஸ் நியர் த ஸ்டேஷன். லுக் அட் த நெக்ஸ்ட் வேர்ட், அட். அட் ஷோஸ் எக்ஸாக்ட் டைம். இது வந்து பர்டிகுலராக எக்ஸாக்டாக இருக்கக்கூடிய டைமை சொல்கிறது. திஸ் வில் ஷோஸ் அபவுட் த எக்ஸாக்ட் டைம். எஸ், வென் வி புட் திஸ் நம்பர் டைம் மீன்ஸ் it shows this with this at. I met my friend at 7 p.m., at 8 p.m., at 9 a.m. Like this, we can use this at for the exact time. Towards, used to indicate direction. Direction, we can indicate direction with the word towards. என்ன நோக்கி வந்துட்டுருக்கு, அவங்கள நோக்கி போயிட்டுருக்கு. We all walked towards the stage. நாங்கள் எல்லாரும் ஸ்டேஜை நோக்கி போயிட்டுருக்கோம். ஸ்டேஜை நோக்கி. Towards. Of, used to show belonging. I had a glass of milk. அதை சார்ந்து இருக்கிறது. என்கிட்ட ஒரு கிளாஸ் ஆஃப் மில்க் இருக்குது. ஆஃப். டியூரிங், எப்போ எங்கே நிகழ்ந்துட்டுருக்கு. யூஸ்டு டு ஷோ when something happens over a period of time. பர்டிகுலராக ஏதோ ஒரு டைமை சொல்லி இந்த மாதிரி சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா, இந்த டைமில் நடந்துட்டு இருந்துச்சு. வென், எப்போ நடந்தது. மாயா வாஸ் காஃபிங் டியூரிங் த மேட்ச். மேட்சும் போது ரொம்ப அதிகமாக இரும்பிட்டு இருந்தா. காஃபிங். ரைட், these are the prepositions. Okay children, next we going to revise connectors from SR 14 and the page number 43. Connectors. Words that connect two sentences or two parts of a sentence without changing their meaning are called connectors. When we want to connect two sentences. Yes, when you want to connect two sentences or two parts of a sentence. ஒரு சென்டென்ஸ்லேயே ரெண்டு பார்ட்டாக பிரித்து அதை கனெக்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கோ இல்லை ரெண்டு சென்டென்ஸை ஒன்றா கனெக்ட் பண்ணுறக்கோ யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடியது தான் கனெக்டர்ஸ். The other connectors, look at this. And, but, or. And means used when both ideas exist and are of equal importance. ரெண்டு ஐடியாவாக அது வந்து எக்ஸிஸ்ட் ஆனது வந்து சமமான இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுக்கக்கூடிய சென்டென்ஸுக்கு யூஸ். அண்ட் ரோஹன் ரீச்டு ஹோம் and rested for some time. Yes, he already reached home and he take rest for some time. So that we use and to relate these two sentences. But used to connect unlike ideas or to show contradiction. Maybe different idea, not same idea. Mohit can swim, but his brother cannot. In this, there are two unlike ideas. Mohit can swim, his brother cannot swim. So that we use this but. Mohit swim பண்ணுவான், ஆனால் அவன் தம்பி swim பண்ண மாட்டான். So this we use this word but. Or shows there is one choice or option. Is there any option means we use this word or. We can go for a movie or circus. மூவிக்கு போகலாம், இல்லைன்னா சர்க்கஸுக்கு போவோம். மூவிக்கு போவோம், இல்லைன்னா சர்க்கஸுக்கு போவோம். If there is any options means we use this or. And, but, or. You just go through all these two in your connectors and also prepositions in unit 6. Revise those things in workbook also. Let us see the next unit. Unit 7. Next you have to open SR 19 and the page number 71 in Unit 7. Look at the grammar part. Read and learn the parts of a sentence from SR 6. Practice writing different types of sentence. Read and learn about how to use comma and apostrophe from SR 8. You're going to revise parts of a sentence and also how to use comma and apostrophe in this unit. Now we are going to open SR 6. SR 6 and the page number 58 in unit 7. I give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. Parts of a sentence. Any sentence is made up of 3 parts. Yes, if it is a sentence means there must be 3 parts. One is subject, verb and then object. Subject plus verb plus object is the form of each and every sentence. Like this 3 parts, with the help of 3 parts only we can make any sentence. What are the parts of this sentence? Subject, verb, object. Sentence. There are 4 types of sentence. Look at the first type. Subject. Namita rides bicycle. Here subject. Namita is the subject. Noun or pronoun doing the action is the subject of the sentence. Next, action. Action being done is the verb. Rides is the action. Next, bicycle. Bicycle is an object. Noun or pronoun and which action is being done. எது மேல action நடக்குதோ அதுதான் object. Look at the second type. In this first type, subject plus verb plus object is the type 1. Look at the type 2. Namita is riding a bicycle. In this, Namita is the subject. Is riding means is the verb. Here, helping verb is the helping verb and the main verb is riding. ஓட்டுறது தான் main verb. Is the helping verb. Is riding, ஓட்டிக்கிட்டு இருக்கான். A bicycle is the object. Yes, subject, verb plus object. In this sentence type, verb is comes like helping verb plus main verb. Look at the third type. Namita is happily riding a fast bicycle. Right. Namita is the subject. Here noun or pronoun doing the action. Namita is the noun. He is doing the action of riding a bicycle. Look at the verb. Is happily riding. In this verb, helping verb. Is the helping verb. Happily is the adverb. Sandoshama. And then riding is the main verb. Helping verb plus adverb plus main verb. And then look at the object. A fast bicycle. In this, a is the article. Fast is the adjective. Right? Yes. How the noun is? So that we use the adjective fast. And then plus noun or pronoun. Article plus adjective plus noun is the object here. This is the sentence 3. And then sentence 4 type. Young Namita is happily riding a fast bicycle. How the Namita is? Yes, young. So that young is the adjective plus noun. Here subject is the young Namita. So that we can say it. Young means adjective plus noun in this type. And then next is happily riding means helping verb plus adverb plus main verb. A fast bicycle. Article plus adjective plus noun or pronoun. This is the sentence type 4. You just go through the parts of the speech again and then practice all the types in SR6. Next you have to open SR8. Turn next page SR8, page number 60. In this we are going to revise about comma and apostrophe. Comma is used to sentence to separate 3 or more similar things. When there is 3 or more similar things, ஒரே மாதிரி things, ஒரே மாதிரி இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு 3 வருது, 3க்கு மேலே வரும்போது we can use this comma. Smita, Komal and Namita. In this, the names of girls comes one by one, so that we can use this comma for these similar things. Smita, Komal and Namita study science. There are 3 nouns, so that we use the comma for the first noun. Look at the next. Apostrophe is used to show that an object belongs to the subject. Singular noun, plural noun. The boy's cat was sick. In this, the cat was belong to the boy. Yes, here the cat is the singular noun. Only one cat is there, so that we put this apostrophe for this boys before s, so that the cat is belongs to the boy. Apostrophe show cat belongs to a boy. Look at the plural noun. Here 2 boys' bikes had flat tires. Here the noun is plural, more than one, 2 boys. So that we use this apostrophe after s. Apostrophe here shows that bikes belonging to 2 boys. Here plural, so that we use this apostrophe after s. Here singular noun, so that we use this apostrophe before s. Okay children, you just go through these two. One is parts of sentences and the another one is comma and apostrophe in unit 7. Revise again. Next in unit 8, just open SR23 and the page number 95. In this grammar part, read and learn about different types of adjectives from SR2 and 3. And then read and learn about quantifiers used for countable and uncountable nouns from SR12. Read and learn about possessive determiners from SR18. In this, we are going to revise about the adjectives, different types of adjectives, quantifiers and possessive determiners from this unit SR8. You just want to open SR2. Have you all opened your SR2 in unit 8? Yes, look at the adjectives. Adjectives are words that tell us more about the noun. As adjectives are the describing words that can tell us more about the noun. There are three types of adjectives. One is adjectives of appearance, adjectives of character, and adjectives of feeling. Now we are going to see the adjectives of appearance. Look at the first picture. This boy is tall and this girl is short. Tall, short. பார்க்கிறதுக்கு எப்படி இருக்கோ அதை பற்றி சொல்கிறது தான் adjectives of appearance, வெளித்தோற்றம். Thin, fat. Small, dark, long, colorful, bright, clean. Yes, from these pictures we can see how it is, how is the appearance of this picture we can see. So that this is the adjectives of appearance. Let us see the adjectives of character. Character means how the traits of a person or animal. The characters of a person or animal. Brave, ready to face danger, polite, always helping others. These are the meaning for this word. Cheerful, happy and smiling. Friendly, easily makes friends. Calm, does not get nervous or angry easily. Careful, making sure not to make mistakes. Loving, showing care, love and care. Selfish, only thinks about himself. Funny, makes a lot of jokes. Shy, nervous when meeting new people. Helpful, ready to give help. Hardworking, works a lot. Let us see the adjectives of feeling. They are describe about the feelings. Look at the first picture. Yes, how it looks? Happy, sad, excited, nervous, angry, upset, glad, confused, curious. These are the adjectives of feeling. You just again revise these types of adjectives in SR2. To open SR12, we are going to revise the quantifiers. Quantifiers means quantifiers with countable nouns answer the question how many. எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? Look at the picture. There is no, nothing, no. கொஞ்சமா அங்கங்க இருக்கு. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that we can count it. A few. Some. அதை விட இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் அதிகமாக இருக்குது. Some. Enough. போதுமான அளவுக்கு இருக்குது. ஸோ சம்மை விட இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் அதிகமாக இருக்குது. இங்கே many, lots of. Too many. All. No. A few. Some. Enough. Many, lots of. Too many. All. Yes, when we ask the question how many, we can use these quantifiers for these countable nouns. And then quantifiers with uncountable nouns. We cannot count this noun. We cannot count the nouns. For that we can use how much. For this uncountable nouns, we can use the quantifier word how much. No. A little, கொஞ்சமா இருக்கு. Some. Enough. Lot of. Too much. All. For this countable nouns, there is too many. Uncountables, too much. Look at the examples. Both. This word both refers to two things together. Both boys eat apples. When the two things come together means we use this word both. Each refer to one thing in a group. This word each will refer the only one thing from the group. Each pencil is red in color. Every refers to all the things in a group as one. Every student was hungry. Fewer, smaller number of countable things. This word fewer is used for the smaller number of countable things. I have fewer eggs than Rohan. Less, smaller quantity of uncountable things. When it is an uncountable things means we use this word less, smaller for the smaller quantity. Ronnie has less milk than Meera. More, bigger number or quantity of things. Ravi has more pens than Isha. Yes, children, you just go through these quantifiers in SR12. Let us open SR18. Have you all opened your SR18 and the page number 90? We are going to revise the possessive determiners. Words that shows belonging of objects to different people or animals are called possessive determiners. These words are shows about the belonging. யாரை சார்ந்துட்டுருக்கு, belonging of objects of different peoples or animals. The types of possessive determiners are my, your, our, his, her, its, their. My, this word my shows the belonging to I. என்ன சார்ந்துட்டு இருக்கிறது? I eat my breakfast. நான் breakfast சாப்பிட்டேன். Your, உன்னை சார்ந்துட்டு இருக்கிறது. Shows belonging to you. You bring your bag to school. Our, நம்மளை, நம்ம எல்லாத்தையும் சார்ந்துருக்கு. Shows belonging to us or we. We go to our home. Look at the next word, his. His shows belonging to he. அவனை சார்ந்திருக்கிறது, அவன். Norman drives his car. Her. Look at the next word, her. Shows belonging to she. அவளை சார்ந்திருக்கிறது. Kavya rides her bike. It's belong to them. Maybe non-living things or animals. If it is a non-living things or animals, shows belonging to it. அது. The dog ate its biscuit. Their shows belonging to they. They carry their bags to school. அவர்களை சார்ந்திருக்கிறது. அவங்க தான் வராங்க. They carry their bags. அவங்களுடைய பேக்கை தூக்கிட்டு வராங்க. So their belongs to they. Right, you just go through this again, possessive determiners in SR18. Okay children, in unit 8 you just go through all these adjectives, different types of adjectives, quantifiers for countable and uncountable nouns, and also possessive determiners. Again practice all those grammar part in 5, 6, 7 and 8. You just go through the workbook for this grammar part activities. You just practice all these workbook activities. Okay children, see you next class. All of you take care. Thank you. Bye.